I'm Daryn Kagan with today's story that shows the world what's possible. Okay, this one might be a leap, but it is possible for one woman to go from being a Playboy centerfold to a humanitarian saving orphans in Haiti. Sound like a movie? Well, it's about to be. But first, it's a book called Angels of a Lower Flight. Susan Krabacher stands out, a blonde, gorgeous, rich American in a sea of poverty-stricken children in Haiti. How she got here will blow your mind.
I believe with all my heart that I was making my way to those children from the age of 4.
It was an Alabama childhood that had much of its own pain.
From about 4 years old to 12 years old, there was a lot of abuse.
And so at the age of 15, Susie left home, struggling to make ends meet.
Eventually, I started doing some modeling on the side. I was making minimum wage. Then it sort of escalated to bathing suit, lingerie. So when a photographer sent my picture into Playboy and they offered me $15,000, I'm like, this is the answer to all of my problems. So that's how I ended up in Playboy. I took the offer and moved to LA. I didn't have a place to stay there. On and off, I lived at the Playboy mansion for about a year. When I first got there, I think a lot of things were shocking, and within a few months, nothing was shocking.
It's enough to fill a book. In fact, it is a book. Susie's written Angels of a Lower Flight. She tells how she went from the Playboy mansion to a bad divorce.
My husband went to prison. I got a divorce. I was penniless again. I ended up working as a maid.
But 20 years ago, she found her happiness, her current husband, Joe, and her purpose, while one night watching a documentary on suffering children.
And I thought, I can help children like that. I don't have any money. I don't have a formal education, but I've experienced it. I've been there. I've survived it.
A man at her church told her about Haiti.
Haiti's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. It was close.
On her first visit, Susie knew she'd found her calling.
To me, what was happening to these children after they were abandoned was tantamount to torture. And nobody seemed to be doing anything about it.
That was 1994. Susie has done quite a bit since, founding the Mercy and Sharing Foundation. They've built 3 schools, 2 orphanages, a hospital and community health center, and 2 huge nutrition programs. Susie's husband is now a successful attorney in Aspen, Colorado, giving her great access to fundraise.
If I show you what's happening 500 miles from America, you cannot tell me no. I know you cannot tell me no. You're going to spend $50 on your lunch. You can give me $50 to help my children eat for the month.
All for the children she calls her kids.
These children are heroes. I get the honor and privilege of raising them and taking care of them. Along with that, though, we wanted to educate our children so that they didn't grow up to be dependent on their government. I'm hoping to raise them as leaders, not just heroes, but leaders who will take over when I'm not able to continue.
Susie understands just how hard that challenge is.
It's a very, very poor country. The kind of poverty there is almost unfathomable. Just like the kind of glamour and luxury at the Playboy mansion is unimaginable unless you've lived it.
Susan Krabacher has lived both in her incredible journey. The name, Angels of a Lower Flight, comes from a poem she read as a struggling teenager.
In the first paragraph it said, "And the angels of a lower flight took the victory." And I just thought to myself, I wonder if I'll ever get to take a victory. And I've gotten to take thousands of victories through my children. So I think of them as little angels of a lower flight.
Susie has truly found her calling. She told me that all proceeds from the book, Angels of a Lower Flight, and the upcoming movie, and 100% of donations all go to the kids in Haiti. You can learn more at her website, HaitiChildren.com. I'm Daryn Kagan, and I hope you'll click all around DarynKagan.com for more inspiring stories that show the world what's possible.